Greetings, humanity. I hope everyone's faring fine this day. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit. Seems I had a little bit of a cold that took me a while to get over. And I don't need to tell you that colds suck. And if you need any introduction, I am Anon to World, transmitting from the confines of my parents' basement. I know there's a lot of people out there that are hoping that Anonymous gets the goods on the UFO stuff going on. And honestly, I wish we would too. And for the naysayers who are like, why can't you just hack into all this stuff? Well, because hacking, it would have to actually be online instead of in an air-gapped system. So what we're dealing with is air-gapped systems that we have no control over manipulating. And that manipulation that usually takes place when hacktivists breach into systems usually means that there is some kind of internet connection into a broader network. And that broader network can be either various servers or personal PCs that can be shelled into. But what we're dealing with here is something called an intranet, which is an off-grid system. The government isn't going to put its top secret stuff online for the world to try to breach. And as for these aerospace companies like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, etc., I don't want to stretch any legal bounds about telling what we've kind of done, so I'll kind of just leave it at things have been looked at, allegedly. And in these alleged sessions of snooping and looking, we've allegedly found out that they use the same JWIC system that the government does. There's a little bit of a paper trail about where this stuff is actually at, such as what system. One of them is called RSpace, where a lot of different people involved in special access programs or SAPs tend to congregate to discuss various things that is happening on the top secret end of the aerospace community. And there are probably even more secret compartmentalized systems that we are unaware of. The problem with this stuff is it's so compartmentalized that the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. This is why you'll see various congressmen and senators that have top secret clearances not be briefed on some of these special access programs, even though they have the right to be briefed on these special access programs. And I think that's one of the major flaws of all this compartmentalization going on. So the people complaining about how come the hackers can't get into it? Well, congressmen and senators can't even get into it if they wanted to. And I'll probably even go a step further. Most presidents probably even haven't gotten the access that they needed into these various programs. So what's the use of Anonymous then? Why can't you guys do this and that? Well, people treat us like we're some kind of gods that we could just snap our fingers and make things happen. And in the past, yeah, we've actually done that. We've had actualizations in real time from our various operations, but those are a lot different than what we're talking about right now. Operation Russia for attacking Ukraine, that was immediate and actualized, and we hammered the hell out of Russia immediately, and we got information from Russia immediately because their servers sucked. It almost felt to us like they were operating on some 1990 token ring network. That shit was easy. But this game, the UAP UFO game, it's a whole different level, folks. A lot of the people that I worked with, we've worked closely with Julian Assange and various other transparency activist networks, and we've made a lot of people angry over the years. There's a lot of people under the misconception that hacking is like it is in Hollywood, how it's portrayed, where you're in some kind of weird 3D graphical user interface, transversing the system, transversing the Gibson, looking for various flaws, and it just doesn't work that way. There's a lot of different things involved, such as looking deeper, putting puzzle pieces together, and really coming to formulate an opinion on how best to dig or tunnel into a particular system. These things can take months. One of the most famous anonymous hacks was the Stratford hack. This involved Jeremy Hammond, aka Sup G, and the traitor Sabu working in conjunction together. What Jeremy didn't know is that he was being fed information that was given to Sabu by the FBI. That information was able to grant Jeremy access to a plethora of information about Stratford. It was only when Jeremy accessed the system, downloaded the information, and gave it over to Sabu that the FBI was able to nab him for cybercrimes. Sabu was working in conjunction with the FBI because they threatened his family. So rather than facing prison time for being in the infamous hacker collective Anonymous, Sabu threw Jeremy under the bus. Sabu faced no prison time, but Jeremy faced 10 years. Luckily, Jeremy is out of prison now, and hopefully he is living his best life. But what I am trying to show everybody is, hacking is not as simple as people make it out to be in Hollywood. Any information regarding UAPs, ETIs, etc. is not going to be found easily. So our best course of action is setting up a leak site, which we've done. We believe in transparency and accountability. We've leaked information in the past to WikiLeaks, and we've breached systems before and leaked that information too. We've always been on the side of truth, and we want transparency with the subject of UFOs, UAPs, and ETIs. So hopefully that explains what's going on. We just want to be transparent with it, and I just wish everyone peace, love, no fighting, chill, and hopefully soon we'll get to the bottom of all this.